YouTube, fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. And it is a privilege, an honor, and a blessing to be back with you good people. Today, Jake Paul is fighting Tyron Woodley on Showtime, his next fight. This is nuts. This is crazy. And there were some speculations. You know what I'm saying? There were some names thrown in there. But, I made a video stating that it would be crazy if he was to fight Tyron Woodley. Too big of a risk for Jake Paul. The amateur fighter, not professional, amateur. Not professional yet, in my opinion. Look, y'all, you guys know how I feel about Jake. As a person, as a boxer, putting in work, learning the craft, I respect him. I can respect that. I really can, because there's not a lot of people out there who has the nuts or the guts to strap up and get in a ring and throw slugs at each other. There's not a lot of people that's brave enough or crazy enough to do that. Not even in a backyard brawl. Not many people would just jump at the opportunity to get in there and get punched in the face. So I respect any man or woman who's brave enough to do it. You dig? So that's the respect that I have for Jake. Listen. Who wins this fight? I said Tyron Woodley. Now, Woodley is a mega superstar MMA fighter who has, 5 world titles? But he hasn't been looking good as of late. He's 39 years old, which, of course, I'm going to tell you that's not that old. But his last 4 he has lost. Right, Flores? Shout out to Flores for sending me the information on Instagram. Appreciate that, brother. And he doesn't do good under pressure. Now, this isn't MMA. This is boxing. And Tyron Woodley does have some decent hands. He's an athlete. He's a super athlete. You know what I'm saying? A former world champion. I mean, the dude's a stud. He's a stud. But how is it going to fare against Jake? About a month ago, I would say Tyron Woodley, but it's like, I don't know. There is a method to the madness with Jake Paul and his team. They're picking Tyron Woodley for a reason. They think that there's something that they can capitalize on against Tyron Woodley, and that's why they're taking this dangerous fight. I will say this. There's literally nothing that Jake Paul can do to some people to get recognition. Like, it doesn't matter who Jake fights or who he knocks out. To some people, he will never get the credit. Never. I'm not one of those people. I'm not. Now, when he fought Nate, was I giving him that type of credit? No. Nate's a freaking basketball player. When he beat Askren, was I giving him that type of credit? No, but I gave him a little bit more credit. Because I've told you guys time and time again that Jake will answer your questions. He'll do what you ask, fight a real fighter, but he'll do it in a sneaky, slimy little way. Former MMA champion, wrestler, not a striker. You know what I'm saying? Ben Askren, he's a fighter, y'all. Even though he's had a hip replacement and he hadn't fought in like over a year, he's a fighter. And what did he do? He went in and he got him out of there in 1 round. You know what I'm saying? He did what you asked. Well, not really, but he did. You understand what I'm saying? Now, should he go into this fight with Tyron Woodley? Should this fight go down? It should. I mean, it's official. They announced it. On Instagram, if you don't believe me, go check it out. Should he win this fight against Woodley, I'm going to give him all the credit in the world. Even though he's not, a boxer, but he is known as an MMA fighter who has good hands. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm going to give him all the credit in the world. I'm not going to discredit him if he knocks Woodley out. I'm not, because it is possible. Woodley has not been looking good his last, handful of fights. And that's probably why they're picking him. Yo, Jake, get this guy out of there, man. He don't like pressure. Just pressure him. You know what I'm saying? But Jake can get slept just as well as Woodley. Now, I do believe that this is his biggest step up to date. You understand what I'm saying? Because Tyron Woodley is dangerous, but there's a reason why they're picking him. And it wouldn't surprise me if Jake knocked him out. It wouldn't. But it wouldn't surprise me if Woodley knocked him out either. So, am I going to watch this fight? Of course. It's on Showtime. It's not on Triller. And the only reason why I'm going to watch another Triller event is because I want to see Lopez against Kambosos. That's the only reason why. I may not even, I don't know. I'm almost done with Triller. But I'm going to watch this fight between Tyrone and Jake Paul, man. I'm going to watch it. You know, it's on Showtime. I love Showtime. And we're going to go live and we're going to trip and we're going to act a fool like we always do. I think it's a huge step up, the biggest step up to date for Jake Paul. And it is very dangerous, regardless of how Tyrone has been looking. Because those fighters that he lost to, Jake can't hold a candle to him. You know what I'm saying? He can't hold a jot. You dig what I'm saying? So, the boxing may be a different thing. Maybe a different thing. Tyrone's, he's an older guy, but he's still in great shape. He still has his wits about him. He's got decent hands. Can he get Jake Paul out of there? Of course. Can Jake get him out of there? A month ago, I would say no way. But now I'm saying, I don't know. Possibly. Wouldn't surprise me. What do y'all think about this? I think it's crazy. But I got to give credit to Jake. It's a step up, bro. I mean, I can't hate on that. Like I say, I'm respectful for what he's trying to do in boxing, but that's about it. But if he knocks Tyron Woodley's spark out in the first round or whatever round, a lot of people still ain't going to give him no credit. That's just how it is. That's how much people hate Jake, man. Like, it's the truth. It's the truth. I don't hate him like that. I disagree with a lot of things that he says and does, but I don't disagree with the fact that he's stepping up in competition because that's what he's doing. You can't dispute that. You can't. I'm going to give him his just due if he go in and do his job. And I'm going to already give him his props for even taking his freaking fight. Tyron Woodley is dangerous. Never mind what I'm talking about. I want to know what you got to talk about this and what you got to say about this. A lot of y'all don't care about this type of stuff, but I do. For those of you who do, what are you talking about? What's your comments? Leave it down below. As always, respect all, fair, none. God bless. Until next time, Real Talk Boxing. We up. We out of here, baby.